Hello everyone and welcome to another video. The first thing that I feel I must do in this video is apologise. Firstly, because it's very dark on one half of the screen and I cannot be asked to set up my lighting equipment for something that is going to be rather quick. And secondly, I must apologise because, yeah, the beard is not there in full force. It is not as thick and luscious as it normally is. I recently did Movember and it went very well. I raised £310 to the cause. Very happy with that. And this is the result of that, unfortunately. I am growing the beard back. So yeah, it's going alright. On the day of filming this, it has been 8 days. No, 9. It has been 9 days since I last shaved. So, yeah, this much in 9 days. Shouldn't take long before the whole thing is back as it should be. But yeah, on with the actual content of this video. Now, this video is a sequel of sorts to the last video I did, which was when I tried Prime for the first time. For those of you who haven't seen the last video and do not know, Prime is an energy drink made by Logan Paul and KSI. They've been very hard to get hold of here in the UK because they are sold exclusively in Asda stores, and when they are actually available in Asda, they get taken very, very quickly by members of the public who wish to consume them. Mostly young children who are fans of Logan Paul and KSI and wish to try it purely based on the names of the people who have created it. In the last video I tried the blue raspberry flavour of Prime and I gave my thoughts on it there. Before trying it, however, I did go through the list of different flavours they had available, and there were 2 flavours in particular that I had no idea what they actually were. One of these was Metamoon and the other one was Ice Pop. Now, with these being an American product, I'm not sure if those are the type of flavour names that would be instantly recognisable over there or not, but here in the UK we don't really have Metamoon or Ice Pop flavoured things. Most Ice Pops that we would have would be flavoured themselves, so what flavour of Ice Pop is Ice Pop supposed to be? I don't know. But today we can find out the answer to what Ice Pop flavour is and Metamoon, because I've actually managed to get hold of both. And that is going to be the thumbnail. Yeah, since making that last video, we have not had Prime in stock long enough for me to have ever had a chance to get any more. And then today, all of a sudden, we have a whole shelf full of them, and the 2 flavours that we happen to have just so happened to be the 2 that I didn't know what they were. So I decided, fuck it, we're going to buy them, try them and see what the hell they are. Now, I don't know which to try first. Oh, hang on a second. Hang on just a second. I have found something very interesting. If you look on the back just above the ingredients, it actually gives a description of the flavour, which means I don't even need to try this to find out. Metamoon is a candy fruit flavour and Ice Pop is a cherry, lime and blue raspberry flavour. Cherry, lime and blue raspberry mixed together, that sounds interesting. I tried blue raspberry in the last one. I'm a big fan of lime. So yeah, I'm going to assume that this one is going to be the nicer one to me and the one that I would probably be more familiar with as a flavour in general, whereas Metamoon might be a little bit more unusual perhaps from my own personal point of view. So I'm going to save that one for last and I'm going to try the Ice Pop first. There we go. Not quite sure how to describe the smell of that. I think I'm mainly getting the cherry on the nose there. Yeah, the more I think about it and the more I sort of target the cherry smell, the more I can tell that I am smelling cherry. So yeah, mainly cherry on the nose. Let's see about the taste. Okay. I'm going to go in for a second dip. Cherry comes through fairly strong. It doesn't necessarily taste of lime, but it does taste of a citric tartness, which I can tell is coming from the lime most likely. And I think the blue raspberry is mainly just helping drive that along more than anything else. I'm not really tasting any raspberry, and the lime that I do taste is purely just tartness that I'm associating with lime rather than tasting lime itself. But yeah, it starts off cherry forward and then tart aftertaste from that lime. The sweetness of the drink, which I went into in the last video, is not as overbearing this time round. It definitely seems like a much more balanced drink. This, to me, the ice pop, is better than the blue raspberry flavour. The sweetness is not overly sweet. It seems to be very well balanced with the other flavours, and the actual flavour itself of the cherry and then the tartness from the lime afterwards, I find that more enjoyable than just that flavour of blue raspberry in the last one, as well as the fact that I can actually taste it a little bit better because it's not being overpowered by that sweetness, and I'm not really getting the salt flavour at all that I got in the last one. So yeah, this is definitely the better drink of the two that I've tried so far. But what about Metamoon? Now, when reading through the different flavours in the last video, I said Metamoon was a clear one, and it looked like it was on the website, but then I see this bottle in person, and the actual drink is a sort of pinky purpley colour. Oh, okay. Ooh, that smells like a stick of rock from Holidays. Sort of a tutti fruity vibe going on as well. Okay, let's give this a go. Considering this is candy fruit flavour, I expected it to be a lot sweeter than it is. I mean, yeah, in terms of the candy fruit flavour, it's pretty spot on. It tastes like candied fruit. Or a sort of tutti fruity vibe. Again, the sweetness is not overpoweringly sweet. I'm not getting that salt flavour that I got in the blue raspberry last time. I don't know whether the blue raspberry that I got was just part of a bad batch or something. Because based on both of these today, that problem is now non-existent, and I don't know whether it's just part of the blue raspberry flavour or whether the particular one that I had before was just incorrectly balanced for some reason. But yeah, these two are definitely a lot better balanced. The Metamoon one is interesting, and in terms of the flavour it's trying to mimic, it gets it spot on. I think Ice Pop is still my preferred of those two flavours though, and both of these are better than the blue raspberry. So yeah, this has been interesting. I'm actually really glad that I bought these two and gave them a try now, because now I know that they are better than the one I had before. Still not good enough to warrant a £2 price for a 500ml bottle. That is still a little bit too pricey to me. Again, it's not the sort of drink that I'm going to keep buying if it continues to be available in stores. And when I say available, I don't just mean that we sell it, I mean that you can actually get to it before they're bought out. I'm not going to keep purchasing them, but they are really nice. There's not really much more I can say beyond that. The main reason I decided to even make this video in the first place was because I had no idea what those flavours were. I looked online on their website at pictures of the bottles, couldn't find the flavour written on there, and then once I buy the bottles it turns out the flavour is written on there. If I'd noticed that in the picture, then that would have saved a lot of hassle, but I'm still glad that I tried it. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review, I suppose, and if you did, then please be sure to give the video a like. Also subscribe if you want to see more content from this channel, which has been very sparse as of late, I will admit, and I am sorry about that, but there will be videos in the future. This channel isn't dying, so yeah, subscribe for more, and thank you once again for watching. I'm going to finish with a sip of ice pop, and I shall see you next time.